Hello, this is a short introduction of Tradecloud for suppliers. In this video, we will give you a quick tour on the goal and the scope, on why we do this and how it works. First of all, let's start. Why supply chain integration? Well, there are a couple of reasons why we want to start this project with you. The first of all is that your company is not an island, but part of a dynamic supply chain. So all customers want to produce quality goods, and the supply chain is needed to do this a more flexible and a more speedy way with less errors. Secondly, because real-time information sharing is more and more important. You already know that something will be sooner or later delivered, but your customer don't know. So in general, we can state that 80% of the information that you need to improve your supply chain is outside. And your customers, they want to have this information so they can quicker react on changing market conditions. Third point, because a lot of information is still typed from system A from system B. Yeah, that can be improved, and the time spent on that can be spent better on more valuable tasks. Then the goal and the scope. The goal is to work towards one integrated supply chain. That's the overall goal. We believe, and your customer also believes, that we need together to work towards real-time information sharing, zero-touch order handling, which means that if information is right, nobody should touch it anymore. To direct ERP integration. So information, as soon as it's in the ERP system, it should be shared with the outside world. All communication in one place, so one central place, one version of the truth. And last, a focus on exceptions. So we want to focus on the exceptions, improve what goes wrong, but everything that goes right, we don't want to touch it anymore. Looking at the scope on what we want to achieve, this picture explains. So first of all, we're going to focus on the process on orders and confirmations. So your buyer or customer is on this side, you are here on this side or here. So the scope is that your buyer is going to share purchase orders with you and would like to have a confirmation back. So how it works is as follows: is your customer sends a purchase order from the ERP system. You as a supplier will receive an email task that a new order has been created, and then you can either log in via the portal and get your order there, or you can connect directly your own ERP system to Tradecloud, which requires, of course, a little bit more work at the start. But once you have realized that you can fully automatically process the orders also in your own ERP system. So that's up to you to decide later. There are different presentations on that. The process is exactly the same. So you receive the purchase order, and then you want to confirm it. Well, if you log into the portal, you can see all the information about the purchase order. You can either react to it or ask questions about it. But in the end, you will have to confirm it. So you will confirm the purchase order on the requested quantity, date, and price. And if you confirm exactly the same as your customer asks, this confirmation will directly be processed on this side. If not, it will end up in the workflow. We will explain that, but the general idea is things go automatically from left to right, except when there's an exception. It's end up in your workflow or in the workflow of your customer, and he or she needs to decide what to do with it. So Tradecloud is the central platform for all this information. Everybody looks at the same information, and you can very easily see where there are exceptions. Going a little bit more in detail, so how does it work? We'll show you a couple of slides how it looks like. It's very basic, so in further sessions we're happy to explain more in detail. But in general, it works as follows. So you will get a Tradecloud account. If your company does not exist on the network yet, we will invite you. You will get an account. You can add multiple users to that account. Once you have an account, you can log in. So you can log in to the portal with your username and password, and also 2FA login if you want that. And so for everything happens in the portal, you will get an email notification. So once there's a new order or there's an exception, you will get an email notification with a link. And with that link, you can log into the portal to see what's going on. Now, if we look a little bit more in detail to the portal, in the portal, you have an overview of all the orders. So you can easily find all orders by status. So you can see what's the status of the order, what has been done on the order, what is in the order, etc. Now you can click through to a specific order. So to the order details page, and in the order header, you can see what has happened with this order. But you can also confirm the whole order at once, or ask questions about this order, and see what has happened. Within one order, you can click to a certain line, so to a certain order line, where you have an item and a quantity and a price. And in this order line, you can confirm this specific order line, which means that you can also propose a different confirmation. So you can say, oh, our customer wants 10 pieces, but we only have 8. So this is the information you enter then on a order line level. You can also enrich the order information here, so you can add weights or measures or CN codes to this order, so that the item information is enriched. And also you can also add documents to this order if that is part of the process, of course. So you can all look up all this information about this order, but eventually, yeah, you would like to confirm the order. So as said, you can confirm exactly as requested. Then it's pretty straightforward. You just confirm the order with the requested quantity, date, and price. But you can also propose changes, which means that you can say, okay, I want to deliver this order in different pieces, or I want to propose a different price, or I want to propose different units. So this is a change which you can propose in a portal or electronically, and then it ends up in the workflow of your customer, so the buyer, and then he or she can confirm or reject what you have proposed. It's very easy also to follow what has happened. So Tradecloud has a couple of statuses where you can easily filter on the orders that you want to see. So an order starts in the status of issued. If it's then confirmed, it goes immediately to status confirmed. And if it's delivered, it goes to status completed. So that's the happy flow. There's only a couple of statuses. But you have multiple statuses as well. So in progress here means there is a difference. So somebody has to confirm. You can reject an order if the item doesn't exist, for instance, anymore. An order can be cancelled by your buyer. Of course, they will need to inform you about that. And there are a couple of optional logistical statuses. Without going too much in detail, with these logistical statuses, you can indicate the logistical status of the order line. So for instance, that it has been shipped, or that the production is ready, or that it has been delivered, for your customer to decide, of course, if he or she wants that. Then a little bit about the communication in Tradecloud. So yeah, besides all the transactions, also all communication is here in Tradecloud. So that means then on operational issues, you don't have to email anymore with your with your customer. So all communication, human to human communication, is also in Tradecloud and is in context with this order or order line. Everything is logged, so you can easily find back what has been agreed with who and when. So that should lead to a lot less errors. Then the last functional point is the task list. So as explained, every exception ends up in the task list. So you will get a task for a new order, you will get a task for a changed order, you will get an email notification for that to inform you. And these tasks are the things you really need to do. So besides you can find everything, the tasks are the things that you really need to do in Tradecloud, and just so you can approve an order here, you can reject it, you can confirm it here, and so every exception ends up in your workflow. And the same for the buyer, your customer, he or she also has a workflow with the things that you propose to them. Good. In general, the advantages for suppliers of using Tradecloud are a couple. First of all, you can automate your operational sales, which means that you have much more structured information. You can easily find back what has been agreed with your customer. So you can either work via the portal, or you can or integrate your own ERP system. Then it goes fully automatically. So that's up to you to decide. So more with less. Yeah. So our goal is to automate processes as much as possible. So it should lead to better interaction with your customer. And second, for last point is the loyalty, of course, and the service that you deliver to your customers. We believe that real-time data sharing and keep each other well informed on the statuses will eventually lead to more business and a more powerful supply chain. Another thing to consider is also that once you have made one connection to Tradecloud, you can also use this for other customers that are on Tradecloud or should are willing to go on the Tradecloud network. So you make one connection with Tradecloud, and then you can use it for either one customer, second customer, or third customer. Also via other service providers like or networks like the SSN network, which is currently set up in the Netherlands. One more slide about Tradecloud. So Tradecloud is a supply chain platform for manufacturing and wholesale companies. We try to deliver a easy and flexible, fast solution for these for this market, and we are already serving some very nice manufacturing companies, wholesale companies throughout Benelux and Germany. And all these companies, of course, are already connected to many suppliers worldwide. So happy to explain you more. This video was just a short introduction. I hope you have a good impression on what it can bring you. And let us know if you have any questions. And thanks for your attention. Bye bye.